Continuing on with the 2021 SBLive Washington virtual media days for high school basketball, both boys and girls programs across the state. I'm Dan Dickow alongside Andy Bueller, joined by Ridgefield High School in Southwest Washington, Coach Jason Buffum, along with Henry Hughes and Carson Knight. Thanks for joining, guys. Coach, how excited are you that the season actually has been able to take place and get some basketball in this year?
Yeah, it's been a bit of a roller coaster. You get a date in your mind, and then it gets pushed back, and it gets flip-flopped, and we've started 2 or 3 different times. We've started back up with training and open gym and working out, and then you get pulled back out. And I think we went like maybe a week one time. They had like 4 workouts, then shut back down, and then we started our summer season 2 weeks before the season started. But most of our guys, we have a handful of guys playing other sports, so you're not getting all the guys together. But we're excited to be there. It's been good. We got a lot of guys who are happy back in the gym, and we were going pretty consistently 3 or 4 days a week for the last month. Open gym guys playing, so it's nice to get guys back in the gym and get that going. Now we're practicing. It's it's different. We're a little rusty. My voice is already shot after 2 days, So yeah, my wife will be happy that I haven't talked much tonight. But other than that, it's just really good. Guys are excited to be back and getting back after it.
Henry and Carson, coaches at the high school level need to lead through the last 15 months or so of what has been going on across the world and help you guys kind of navigate your own emotions and ideas of everything as you're kind of growing into college age years. But the many players that we've talked to throughout these virtual media days have also taken kind of a positive, impactful role in leading their teammates. What has it been like for you guys being a part of the Ridgefield program right now, and how have you tried to lead?
We've been, a lot of guys like me and Carson playing like AAU teams. So we've been doing a lot of traveling and getting in a lot of tournaments. And there's a couple of gyms around that allow us to get in and work out. So we do that a lot. And then up at the middle school outside, just about a couple of days a week for a while, we'd go out and shoot, and we'd get a lot of guys and play up and down. And it didn't stop us, but we just couldn't play inside and with our team as much.
Yeah, I agree with him. We all get together and shoot and play like 5-on-5 just outside in the middle school court. So it keeps people moving and keeping us in shape so we're not all dead tired after the first quarter.
You guys look toward a season where you're going to be playing a localized schedule. And, some teams look at that and say, dang, I really wish we could play, outside of our area. I'm sure you guys feel the same. But that being said, your league, the 2A Greater St. Helens League, is as tough as any across the state, top to bottom. What excites you about playing in this league slate this year, and what do you guys need to do to compete?
Well, we got a bunch of juniors, so I'm excited to try and play together and get something going this year. So next year we can roll into playoffs and get something done, and maybe go to a state tournament. We'll see.
Yeah, I think this year is going to be good, but I feel like next year we're going to be even better because then we'll all be playing this whole full year together instead of having like a couple seniors and then a couple juniors. And like we're all juniors, so we'll all be playing together so we get a full year.
Coach, similar question. You look up and down the league, and especially with a team that is looking to really build experience. How valuable is having a season like this where you might be able to kind of tinker around and really kind of break a new roster in?
Yeah, like they both stayed pretty good. Carson's the only guy who played significant minutes for us who's back on our roster. So I think we departed 8 seniors. Henry played a few minutes here and there, swing guy. The only guy that has played significant minutes returning is Carson. So yeah, we're junior heavy. I think we got like 8 or 9 juniors out there right now. So and it's definitely trying to lay the foundation. We're trying to get ourselves dialed in. The league is very top heavy. Your Mark Morris and R.A. Long are very loaded, returning all their guys, adding some new guys. Then we had Fort Vancouver, who's obviously got Khalil, who's the real deal. And so they're going to be a handful. And then, we're hoping to find our way somewhere in that mix and maybe steal a couple, but get ourselves just prepared. This is the year we got to get it figured out how to compete at the varsity level and how to do things the right way and get ourselves just prepared for next year that it all comes right. We're ready to kind of make a run at it.
Coach, such a weird and unique time in the world, but in particular for high school basketball in the state of Washington. I believe 47 other states have already played. We're one of the last states to get going. So that's given you a lot of time as a coach to watch the game at the NBA or the college level, maybe watch the game at the high school level in different states through live streams or different things. But how has maybe taking a step back, watching the game changed your philosophy or maybe kind of sparked interest of trying something new with your program?
Yeah, I watched a lot of college basketball this year. So, followed the Zags all the way through, right? And having the time was weird. I'll say that. My wife probably really enjoyed it. I did the dishes a lot, made a lot of dinner, but it was kind of a refreshing perspective that, for me, I got to step away. I got little kids, 3-year-old twins. So, there's a lot of time involved and I got a chance to kind of rejuvenate myself that way. But also just reflect on what kind of guys we have and where we finished our program at last year was kind of in a dark spot. And we needed to kind of revamp some things and get better defensively and then kind of let these guys make some plays within our offense to create some shots themselves. We got some skill players, so and more guys we've had in the past, so they're able to do things and allowing them to kind of get out there and make some of those plays on their own within what we do. So just rejuvenating some things that got away from us last year, especially. We kind of underachieved in the end and just weren't very tough when it came down the stretch. So these guys are a different group, though. Hopefully, we're going to be bounce back and kind of get ourselves back on the grind of where we want to be.
Henry, when you look at your game and then you watch NBA or college, is there a player that you like to kind of zone in on and watch closely?
I'd say Damian Lillard because I watch the Blazers a lot and watch most of their games, and I like how lately he's been like getting a lot of assists and like trying to move the ball around his team, letting other players like CJ like score a lot. Like he went for 33 the other night. So that's one part of my game that I think I need to work on is trying to share the ball with my team a little bit more. So I think watching that kind of helps out. Yeah.
Well, if you share the ball with a teammate, that's great. If you share knowledge of haircut styles with a teammate, Carson Knight, that would be great because, Carson, if you want to turn real quick and show the camera and go ahead and explain the haircut, you win the award for best flow of virtual media day. Explain your haircut look for us, if you don't mind.
Well, it kind of started in football season. A lot of the football players, we all got mullets and everything. And then I like mullets, so I figured I'd get one too and keep it going.
Did Coach Rice get a mullet?
No, he doesn't have hair to get a mullet.
All right, I'm going to put you guys on the spot, Henry and Carson. When you guys are in the position where, somebody makes a blunder or, you know that you might have, a stern talking to coming from coach. Is there something that he does that you kind of sit there, embrace and go, uh-oh, we're in for it? Is there one thing that stands out that coach does?
Speechless.
Well, when he throws his jacket, something's coming. So
Jacket thrower, I like it. That's the first I haven't heard that one yet.
It's happened a time or two. I'm getting better.
I don't know, when he gets a little angry, you gotta take it more serious and just try harder. And I don't know, he's always mad at something. It's always defense.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate the time for Andy Bueller, myself, Dan Dickow, the rest of the SBLive Washington crew. We appreciate you joining the 2021 virtual media day. Hopefully we can hold this in person next year. be able to see that glorious mullet in person and hear about how this season went for you guys. So we wish you guys nothing but the best of luck with health as well as winning ball games. So thanks again for joining, guys.
All right,
Thank you.
thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Go Zags.